Hello and welcome to my home. I'm Stephanie. Today we will be getting back to the basics. Or if you're just a beginner in yoga, here's some beginning poses. Back to the basics basically just means that these are some essential, sort of basic grounding poses that we can use in any yoga practice or any time during the day to just bring us back to our center, to our peace, to our foundation. And you'll probably see these poses in some way, shape, or form in any yoga class because they're just sort of the staples of yoga. It's not all the staples. I didn't have time for that today. This is just a short video just to help us find our sense of grounding, and I want it to be a place for anybody, all shapes, sizes, levels, and backgrounds to be a part of. So let's do the basics today. And if you have any questions, please leave comments below. I want you to be able to learn as much about yoga as that you want to learn. So today we're going to begin at our most essential yoga pose, mountain. Mountain can be done in a chair or standing. It's your feet on the floor, about hip-width distance apart. Maybe your toes are spread wide if you can spread your toes. And really engaging through your thighs and just finding that sense of stability. If you're in a chair, maybe just feeling the firmness in your seat and finding that stability in your seat as you sit up high with your shoulders rolled back. So let's do that together. So feet hip width distance apart, spreading your toes. Really engaging your thighs and drawing your spine down. Your tailbone is down, belly is in, shoulders are rolled back, and your arms and your hands are down at your side. You can close your eyes. You can find a gazing point forward. And feel how strong you are here. It's like your feet, it's like you can feel that root in that foundation that you've found steadiness in. And this is our mountain. Mountains are unmoving and strong, and so are you. Take a deep inhale, making sure your shoulders stay where they are. And your inhale, and you're feeling that expansion in your belly, in your diaphragm, and in your chest. Allow your exhales to just go a little bit longer. On our next inhale, we're going to reach up, reaching to the sky. And exhale, allow your arms and your chin to just float down. Your base is steady. And inhale, reaching up. Exhale, arms and chin float down. Feel how steady your mountain is. Inhale, reaching up. Clasp your fingers together in a steeple grip. Bump your hip to the left. And then stretch your arms over to the right. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathing into the side right here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bump your hip to the right and reaching to the left. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, back to center. Very good. Feeling your steadiness in your mountain. Just one more time. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. You stay right where you are. Standing in our mountain. Reach your hands up again. Taking a deep breath in. On your exhale, you're going to sit back. Tailbone going to the back of the room. Look at your feet. Can you see your toes? If you can't see your toes, adjust your body so you can see your toes. Your weight is in your heels. So go ahead and wiggle your toes. Make sure you're not putting too much weight in there. Your arms are up. Hopefully your arms can be by your ears. It can be about here. If this is too much on your shoulders or too strenuous, go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. This is our chair pose. And without knowing it, we're pretty much in this pose most of the day. Whether we're sitting in our work chair, driving, on the sofa. Bringing your palms together, bring them down to your heart center. Really firming down in your feet. Your spine is nice and straight. We're not hunched over. So take a deep breath in, roll your shoulders back and straighten your spine. On your next inhale, grow tall, still in your chair. And we're going to twist very gently to the right. We're not straining this twist. We're just going as far as our body will let us. You can stay here. If you'd like to take it a bit further, you can bring your elbow down, coming down with it just a little bit more. You can bring your elbow to the inside of your legs, or you can bring your elbow to the outside of your legs. Look at your knees. Are they at different levels? Make sure your knees are level so your hips are square, and that's key in this pose. Okay? So adjust your legs and your hips if you need to. And exhale, forward fold. Whew, that was a toughie. Go ahead and generously touch the floor and pedal out your knees. Bending our knees a little bit more. Let's breathe in, reaching up and standing tall. And on our exhale, we're going to sit back in our chair. And I am going to turn again so you can see me. Here we go. Making sure your knees aren't collapsing in on each other. Still hip width distance apart. Setting up your chair, wiggle your toes. Hands to heart center. Inhale deep. Let your spine grow tall and straight. And twist to the left. Checking your knees, making sure they're staying even and your hips are square. And twisting just as much as your body will allow you. And then when you're comfortable, you can bring your elbow down between your knees or on the outside of your thigh. Deep breath in and exhale, forward fold. Whew. Give your knees a nice generous bend and pedal out those legs. Taking your hands, use your hands to gently walk up your legs and your thighs. Pedal out your legs as you come back into our mountain pose. So from here, bring your right leg or your left leg if you need to, and bring your feet wide on your mat. So now we're using the wide part of our mat. Toes are going to point towards the corners of our mat. We're going to reach up, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, Bring your arms into a cactus, so your arms are bent at 90-degree angles, and then bend your legs. Your spine is completely straight here. Can you see your toes? Or are your knees hiding your toes? You should be able to see your big toes. If you can't, you may need to do some adjusting. Either take your legs less wide or wider. You are strong here. Feel how strong you are. This is our goddess pose. This is another essential for most yoga classes. Just feeling that stretch and that strengthening being done right here as you tone your inner thighs. Breathe in and reach up. You can let your legs go straight. And exhale, come back to goddess. This is also a heart opener. You're opening your heart with your arms, just squeezing your shoulder blades together. I'm shaky here. I don't know about you, but even I feel shaky here. But I also feel strong. It's a good shake. Inhale, reach up. Let's find our goddess one more time. Exhale, bring it all back down. Good. Bring your legs back up. And let your toes point forward so your feet are parallel to one another. Hands on your hips. Slight bend in your knee, maybe a generous bend in your knees. As we hinge in our hips, we're going to fold forward. And once you get comfortable to let go of your hips, you can bring your hands to the floor. You may need to bend your legs a little bit more generously, and that is perfectly fine. Allow your crown to face the floor. And maybe just pedal out your knees here back and forth just a little bit, just giving a gentle stretch in your thighs here. All your toes are touching the floor. Your feet are firmly planted on the floor. If they are not, find yourself in a more comfortable position. Adjust your positioning so that your feet can be flat on the floor, because we are rooted down right now. We are grounded. Good. All right, bring your hands back to your hips. Bend your knees and gently bring yourself back up. Roll your shoulders back away from the ears. Deep inhale. Nice long exhale. Good job. So heel toe your feet back together or step back together. Or find your mountain. Very good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bending your knees, forward fold. Very good. Bend your knees even more and plant your hands on the ground and step your feet back. Bring your hands a little bit wider. Bring your feet a little bit more in and allow your tailbone to point to the sky. Crown is facing the floor. Downward facing dog. This is one of my least favorite yoga poses, I'll be honest. But it is a staple of yoga, and it is a very beneficial pose. Take a moment to breathe in this pose. Maybe pedal out your legs. Bring your knees to the floor. Find a tabletop position. From here, we're going to find child's pose. You can bring your big toes together and your knees wide. and allow your belly to go between your thighs. Or you can keep your legs together and allow your belly to rest over your thighs. Wherever you find comfort and peace in this pose, that's the way I want you to take it. Breathe into your lower back. The back of your lungs. Release any tension you feel. In your neck, your shoulders. Maybe it's your thighs from those goddess poses we just did. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, let it all go. You can roll your forehead back and forth on the mat. Using your hands, push yourself back up into a tabletop position. And allow your legs to go long behind you as you gently lower yourself down to the mat. And from here, maybe prop yourself up on your elbows and flip yourself over. Good. So now we're on our back. Bring your heels to the base of your spine or your bottom. Your knees are hip-width distance apart. Your hands are at your side, palms facing down. And we're going to go into another staple basic yoga pose, which is bridge. And from here, you're going to squeeze your bottom and draw your hips up to the sky. And as you do that, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Tuck them in a little deeper. Deep breath in, keeping your gaze up. Do not look from side to side. That would not be good for your neck in this pose. And exhale, bring your bottom back down to the floor. And this time I'm going to take it a little deeper. You're more than welcome to just take the pose that we just took. This time, when you come up, drawing your hips up, I'm going to bring my hands underneath me and I'm going to clasp them together. And then I'm going to tuck my shoulder blades in a little bit deeper. Just get a little bit of a deeper bend in this pose. My bottom is squeezing. My knees, I'm making sure they're not caving in or sideways, as if I have a block between my legs. And exhale, release yourself gently down to the floor. Very good. Now bring your knees into your chest. Go ahead and wrap your arms around your knees, grabbing your elbows, your hands, your wrists, giving yourself a big hug. Just exhale and just release it all. Go ahead and sway back and forth from side to side if you want. Just feeling a nice little lower back massage here. When you're ready, bring your legs or your feet to the mat. Your legs can go long, and your feet can go out to the side. If you have any lower back pain, you can also bend your knees. Bring your feet wide on your mat and bring your knees together. Your palms are down by your side, facing up. And breathe in nice and deep into your belly. And as you exhale, allow your jaw and your brow to relax. On your next exhale, allow your neck and your shoulders to relax. Breathing in nice and deep. Make your next exhale nice and long, letting go of any more tension your body may be holding. And just allow yourself to melt into the mat. If you have any unwelcome thoughts, you can focus on your breathing and just your breathing alone. If your thoughts stray away from your breathing, don't beat yourself up. It's perfectly normal. Just bring your thoughts back to your breath. And bring your thoughts back to your breath as much as you need to. I will hold this space for you for a few precious moments to just allow yourself the quiet and stillness that you need. I will let you know when you can come back up. If you've drifted away, begin to bring awareness back to your breath. Taking a deep inhale Nice long exhale. Begin to wiggle your toes and gently roll your ankles. And wiggle your fingers and gently roll your wrists. Allow your eyes to flutter open. Bring your arms back behind you. Nice big stretch. Maybe stretch your legs too. And when you're ready, roll over to one side and use your hands to push yourself up. And come to a comfortable seated position on the floor. This too is a basic yoga staple. Cross-legged on the floor. It's called easy pose. Even in a chair, back in your mountain, you can take easy pose. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, twist to the right, just a gentle twist. Inhale, reach your arms up, come back to center, and exhale, twist to the left. Inhale your arms up, back to center, palms together, slowly bringing your palms past your forehead, in your mouth, in your throat, stopping at your heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I am so honored and thankful to share my practice with you. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. The world needs your light. So go shine on. Namaste. Thank you, my friends, and be sure to drink lots of water. Take care.